Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Sunday, December 27th. Very quick video update for you on the latest on the new stimulus package and this idea that the 2000 stimulus checks are a big mistake. That's not my quote. It's a quote from Larry Summers, who, among other things, used to be the Treasury Secretary and president of Harvard, so he's an economist. I'm going to talk about what he said and why it's important to keep in mind, and I'm going to give the context. Let's dive in. I hope you're having a good weekend. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting us. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and leave a comment. On Christmas, we picked 10 Amazon giveaway winners to give $100 Amazon gift cards to. We are going to pick 10 more this week. All you have to do is subscribe, leave a comment in either this video or tomorrow's video or the next day's video, and download our free Skip app. That's it. All of that takes around 30 seconds to do. You will be entered to get one of our 10 $100 Amazon gift cards that we will be drawing this week. As you know, we are giving away all of our YouTube revenue to subscribers and supporters of this channel, and that includes you. Thanks so much for your support and sharing this video. Okay, so let's dive into this and watch until the end, because I have a survey poll that we've been doing on whether people would want $600 checks now, or they would rather wait several weeks to potentially get a larger check, such as the $2,000 check that Trump has talked about, okay? That poll's at the end, but the bottom line is lawmakers want President Trump to sign the relief bill. The quotes are, "This just has to get done." So here's today's context. The lawmakers on Sunday urged President Trump to sign a sweeping $900 billion aid package after millions of Americans lost their unemployment coverage yesterday. I talked about that in yesterday's video. I will link to above. There's an unemployment boost lapse. That's terrible for millions of people. Actually, that's terrible, and that's affecting 12 million Americans. Trump is still in Florida. He hasn't signed this bill. So here's what the Times says. The president blindsided lawmakers last week. He described the relief compromise as, quote, a disgrace, even though this compromise overwhelmingly passed both chambers. So it's veto-proof. Even if Trump does veto this, it was overwhelmingly supported, so it wouldn't matter. However, the sticking point is this Congress session is ending in a few days. So if it ends, they will have to vote all over again. Basically, every Congress session, they have to vote on new legislation. So even though they passed it last week on Monday, and on Tuesday, Trump said, no way. And then Pelosi said, okay, well, we'll push for $2,000 payments. If this isn't signed this week, it won't be signed until probably a couple weeks into January, which is terrible news. That's why lawmakers are pushing. They want this signed today. Here is what Representative Adam Kinzinger of Illinois said on Sunday's CNN. None of us totally like the bill. It's the nature of legislating. You're not going to end up with anything perfect. But we passed it because this was the agreed upon number. He went on to say, I don't understand what's being done. Why? Unless it's just to create chaos and show power and be upset because you lost the election. This is a Republican, by the way. Otherwise, I don't understand it because this just has to get done. So again, both Democrats and Republicans are saying this. It just has to get done. Bernie Sanders went on to say what the president is doing right now is unbelievably cruel. I would love to hear in the comments what you think about this. Many of you have already weighed in. You're saying good on the president for waiting. Many of you are saying just get it done. You've been waiting several months as it is. But here is why the $2,000 stimulus checks are a big mistake. According to Larry Summers, family incomes are not down much from COVID-19, and there is risk of overheating the economy. Those are his words, not mine. Don't shoot the messenger. He is an economist, so he gets pretty jargony in here, so I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of why he's making this argument. But here is the short of it. The existing stimulus bill is sufficient to elevate household income relative to the economy's potential to abnormally high levels, unheard of during an economic downturn. Of course, this is a very high level, and you know, it's terrible for the millions of you watching and struggling. You don't care about this high level graph, you just care about your family and how you're struggling. Again, an economist can take a 30,000-foot view and look at the macro picture, but you can't because you're trying to pay rent or continue unemployment or get a job, etc. But this is his argument, and I'll just leave it at this. He says there is no good economic argument for the $2,000 checks, a policy that was not even on the table, it wasn't even on the table until the president's random pronouncement last week. Again, this is Larry Summers' words here. The Democrats seizing this opportunity to pit the president against Mitch McConnell is fair and good politics, but if it actually leads to implementation, it is bad economics. Trump should instead immediately sign the bipartisan relief package that took months to negotiate and avoid a cutoff of unemployment insurance that will plunge millions of the most vulnerable Americans into poverty. Again, you can leave a comment about how you feel about Larry's opinion here. If you're for or against it, here's his email address as well. That's the argument. Okay, before I jump to the poll about where people fall, here's some more good news. Almost 2 million people have been vaccinated. You can track all of this progress on the Skip app. Just go to the App Store, Hello Skip, or click the link in the description. Okay, if you want to take our free poll, all you have to do is go to helloskip.com, click Services, and then click Get Updates here under Daily COVID-19 Updates. If you already have an account, log in, but this is a way to create a free account if you want one. Then you can log into your dashboard. Okay, here's the question. Would you rather get a $600 stimulus check now or wait a few weeks or more for the potential of a larger stimulus check? That's the question. We posed this a few hours ago. I think we have several hundred who've already filled out this survey, and I don't know what the poll is right now. So this will be a surprise when I look at the results here. I don't know which way it's swinging. Most of you have said you want something now. I do believe that's in the best interest, especially when I look at the possibility of something else getting passed in the new year. So I'm gonna choose 600 now. Let's see how it's polling. Okay, 63% of you would rather have $600 now, and 36% would rather wait. So that's interesting. It's around 2/3 supporting getting something now. So still a good portion of you out there that want to wait and want to hold out hope for, let's say, $2,000 stimulus checks. So anyway, feel free to take this poll on the Skip Dash. I will leave the link right in the description, or of course you can leave it as a comment as well. As always, thank you so much for supporting us, subscribing to our channel. Stay well, stay healthy, and have a good rest of the weekend.